Funding for Fair 2021 is brought to you by Friends, the Iowa PBS Foundation, and by
At EMC, we're committed to improving the communities we serve and the schools within them by donating our time, money, and resources, and by supporting the education of those pursuing a career in the insurance industry. Count on EMC.
I am Kevin Rasmussen, and I am a pig farmer. We feel a deep responsibility to protect our environment and ensure sustainability. I think it's important to share our story and that others know that we're always striving to do better.
Investing in a College Savings Iowa 529 account can give your future scholars financial support to pursue their educational dreams. They grow up fast. Learn more about planning for their tomorrow at collegesavingsiowa.com.
Hey, welcome everyone to our coverage of the Iowa State Fair Parade here on Iowa PBS. I'm your host, Bill Riley, with my good friend Charity Nevy. And Charity, this is so exciting, an event that people have been waiting for over 2 years. It's finally here.
Oh, thank goodness. And Bill, it's so good to see you again. And we know that you missed the fair just as much as we did. So text your friends, your neighbors, your grandparents. Let them know that the parade is live on Iowa PBS. And it's streaming on Facebook and YouTube and iowapbs.org, so there's just no excuse not to tune in.
Folks love this wonderful event, so grab a corn dog or a turkey leg if you can find one, settle in and get ready for the great Iowa State Fair Parade and the official kickoff of Iowa State Fair 2021, and it starts right now. Well, welcome everyone. Look at that shot, Charity. That's just a gorgeous picture on a hot, steamy day in Des Moines.
It's fair weather, Bill.
It is fair weather.
Fair weather. We are sweating, but happy to be out here in the sunshine, waiting for a beautiful parade as things really just start moving. And of course, I think everybody's excited because we missed the State Fair last year.
We sure did, and I've been out at the fair, oh gosh, for probably the last 3 or 4 days getting ready for my little talent show wing ding that we kick off tomorrow. And I can tell you the place is just buzzing with activity. Everybody getting set up. Everybody's so excited. The attitudes are great. It's going to be a wonderful state fair.
Oh, that's wonderful. And there are some improvements to the fairgrounds this year. We'll find out all about those, I'm sure,
yes,
in just a few minutes. I'm excited to get to the fair and start eating.
You are our food expert. You're the official foodie.
I'm our food consumer at the State Fair.
Yes.
I'm excited about the atomic strawberry shortcake. I'm not sure what makes it atomic. Hopefully not too atomic, but
I want a full report on that.
Trust me, you'll get one. All right, here they come, moving down the street. People are excited, standing up, ready for the colors.
You're looking at the Des Moines Police Escort, which typically kicks off our Iowa State Fair Parade. And again, the parade kicks off the start of the Iowa State Fair. So this is the official kickoff to the Iowa State Fair for 2021.
The parade route is lined with people who are excited and hot. Out in the sunshine.
But a nice crowd.
Yeah.
I'm very impressed, the support. And as we mentioned at the opening, people are excited to get back into this. This is one of the biggest events, if not the biggest event in the state.
We've got the Iowa State Patrol Color Guard there. 5 Iowa State Patrol Honor Guard members carrying the U.S., Iowa, and Iowa State Patrol flags.
Oh, look at that. What a beauty.
An antique Iowa Highway Patrol car. That's beautiful.
Chased a few bad guys in that one. Oh, that's beautiful. Great history. That's kind of my style, Charity.
Yeah.
I mean, you're more of a kind of Corvette. I'm the old car.
Okay.
You're the sporty model.
Yeah, I'll take it. I'll take it. I think people always get so excited just to see the colors at the beginning of the parade and to see the Iowa State Patrol, and it feels like the beginning of something big, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and it's a tremendous service that they do at our state. Obviously, we're very fortunate to have the State Patrol starting the parade for us.
And we've got a true Iowa State Fair icon coming up here.
We sure do.
Joe Barksdale, 93 years old, and has made Barksdale's cookies synonymous with the Iowa State Fair. A native of Alabama. He and his wife Virginia moved to Iowa in 1958. And how many buckets of cookies have you eaten?
Oh, too many. I don't want to keep track. They are just so good, though. There's something about them.
And we are rich in parade marshals this year. I have to mention also Al and Nita Fincham. They've served as the Iowa State Campground superintendents for the past 33 years, and they're retiring after this fair.
I can't believe how busy those two have been through 33 years. That campground is an amazing spot.
And there's Governor Kim Reynolds, of course.
Yeah.
We'll see a whole bunch of dignitaries.
Lots of important people coming by.
Leading the parade.
That's right.
They're not using the air conditioning in their vehicles.
Don't think it would help on a day like this. But we've got some good weather heading our way. So we're going to have a great start to our Iowa State Fair.
Absolutely. Rob Sands got a dog in the back of his truck. That's fun to see.
Hope he's got a bowl of water back there for him.
I'm sure they've got it all taken care of.
Ag Secretary Mike Nag coming by. Very busy guy. It's been a tough year for some people on the farm this year. Dry year starting out, and then some places have been just drenched.
Ruth Ann Gaines, Representative Ruth Ann Gaines, waving at us as she goes past. And now we've got Julie Haggerty, also
Polk County Recorder. Yeah.
Waving from the back of a Jeep.
And here comes Mayor Frank County, the mayor of Des Moines. Done a fabulous job with our city. Good guy. He lives right around the corner from where I grew up. Over Roosevelt area.
I always love to see people taking pictures as they go past.
Great
it's as
memories.
exciting to be in the parade as it is to watch the parade.
Absolutely.
Maybe even more exciting. Hard to say.
Hard to say.
You've probably done both, Bill.
I'd rather be sitting here with my good friend Charity Nebby than in the back of a car. My parade waving days are over.
Here comes the Iowa State Fair Board.
12 folks representing 6 districts across the state. And boy, they have their hands full this time of year.
All right, and now it's time for some royalty.
Hannah Kellner from Eddyville, Iowa, Mahaska County, and Charity, pandemic as it has been, the only queen to serve 2 years.
Wow, so the longest serving queen ever.
Ever, yeah, and a magnificent young lady.
Wonderful.
I've been very fortunate to get to know her. Wonderful young lady. And now, here come 102 queen candidates.
Tiaras are sparkling.
Always so much fun. This tradition of the crowning of the Iowa State Fair Queen, the queen of what I feel is the best state fair in the country, is quite an honor. But if you've missed the coronation at the fair, please try and make it this Saturday. I think we kick off at about 6:30, 7 o'clock. You want to get there early because the seats are going to fill up. But it's a tremendous opportunity to see Iowa in all its glory and celebration, because these young women are the cream of the crop. FFA, 4-H'ers, they're all extremely talented, and whoever's crowned queen will be a very fortunate young lady. But
there's corn growing out of this car for the corn dog kickoff.
I like that. Little Cadillac horn. That sounds like a rock band, doesn't it?
It can grow anywhere, I guess.
Maybe a song. So we've got thank you heroes going by. I'm assuming for the nurses and support folks.
It's been a very long 18 months.
Oh, goodness.
And we do hope that everybody who heads out to the fair is careful and
Yes.
safe this year. Stay
Exact-
healthy,
exactly.
enjoy the fair, and have a lot of fun.
And stay safe.
Now, of course, if you can't make it to the fair, we have you covered on Iowa PBS for the 50th year. Iowa PBS is showcasing the best of the Iowa State Fair. Tune in each night next week, Monday through Saturday at 9 or 10 to see the fair like you won't see it anywhere else, right here on Iowa PBS. All right, we've got dancers coming down the street, Bill.
Always good energy.
It's a hot night for this.
I don't think they had to warm up
No, absolutely
before
not.
their parade performance. Dance FX performing. Tumbling is what they love to do. And waving at all the people on the street here. They're going to have a good parade experience. We're happy to be back at the fair.
You know, Bill, we always talk about some fair history as we watch the parade, and I think that this fair is one that will be mentioned, and the fact that there was no Iowa State Fair last year. The last time the fair was canceled was because of World War II.
Correct.
So it shows us we're living in historic times, and this is one we'll talk about for a very, very long time.
Well, and the fair board that just went by earlier, those people were tasked with a monumental decision to close the fair last year, and it was their call, and I think they made the right call, but very difficult for everyone involved.
The very first Iowa State Fair was held in 1854, which always blows my mind because, you know, that there just weren't a lot of people in the state of Iowa in 1854.
So trivia, what town was it?
Well, I know. It was Fairfield. It was in Fairfield. So it didn't move to Des Moines until 1886.
That's right. That's right. It's been here a long time. Here's Simpson College. Tremendous college in Indianola, Iowa.
And then
Great friends south of Des Moines.
right behind them, Iowa PBS. Oh my
Yay.
gosh. Oh my gosh. Cartwheels from Abby Brown.
Abby
That's
Brown.
amazing.
Flying through the air.
Okay, you do one next. You're next, Bill?
Oh, yeah. Actually, I'll just do a handstand all the way down.
Rock on your hands.
Yeah, I can
All
do
right.
that. Will you call 911, please?
I will. I have my phone standing by.
They're going to need a stretcher.
Ready for you. Oh, I always love this. The Central Iowa Model A Club.
Isn't this fun?
92-year-old Model A Ford cars. I love to hear them honking their horns as they come down.
So much fun.
And it's so amazing to me. Now, I know a lot of work goes into restoring these vehicles, but also the fact that you can restore them and they can still run.
Yep.
I have a neighbor who drives his all over the country every summer.
Really?
Yeah.
Wow.
He's put in thousands of miles already this year. They're tanks.
And probably thousands of dollars
Yeah.
keeping it running.
I don't ask personal questions like that.
Yeah, that's
No.
a bad subject for people that have old cars. Yeah, you don't want to go there.
No.
That's fun. Fun stuff. You know, some of them they've kind of left as original as possible, too. There's a pickup truck going by. That's pretty cool. I don't think they have air conditioning in those.
No, I don't think so. You roll down the windows
Yeah.
and hope for the best,
Hang your head out the window.
and then stop to change a tire.
Here comes Southwest Iowa Honor Marching Band. What a group we've got here. This is what makes this parade so special, is it draws upon so many of the schools statewide, gives these youngsters a chance to shine and do what they love to do.
And I can imagine for many students, this is just a really special experience this year. So many things got canceled
Certainly.
last year to get the opportunity to be together,
Yeah.
to make music together, to
Yeah.
march together.
We were talking about that before we came on the coverage of the parade tonight. Charity and I were talking about the effect that it's had on these young people, just the socialization. And so it's good to see them back. They look like they're having a great parade. That's quite a band.
Yeah.
That was an amazing band.
You know, I've been to a lot of honor band concerts in the winter months, but an honor marching band is a new one on me. That's exciting.
Yeah, it's very exciting.
And they sound great.
They do sound good. Look at that shot. Wow. That's our sky cam. Beautiful shot from our producer, Andy Coyle, and all our staff at Iowa PBS. We love the State Fair, and this State Fair parade is so fun.
We got some more royalty.
Yeah.
Junior Miss Iowa,
Yeah,
Little
Anna
Miss
Polfeeder.
Iowa.
Yeah, Caitlin Barr, 2 cuties. See how they do their wave, Charity? I could never quite get that.
Yeah, me neither.
I think I got carpal tunnel doing it.
You've got to be careful. You got to watch yourself. Oh,
yeah,
couple
look
of
at these
classic
caddies.
Cadillacs.
That thing has its own zip code. Look at the size of that thing.
And it's riding low.
Oh, man, that is nice. Love that.
1963 and 1967. Got
Another dance studio.
Yep.
AtcoDanceStudio.com. West Des
more
Moines.
cartwheels.
West Des Moines group. I can't believe Abby Brown did a cartwheel.
That's so great. You're getting inspired. I know you're getting inspired. Inspired, expired, they're so similar, but inspired is what I'm going for.
It'll be the latter if I try that. I'll guarantee you.
Oh my goodness.
Look at that.
We've got
Amazing.
some flips going on
Yeah.
and all kinds of moves. That's wonderful.
Oh, some little cuties. The reigning Iowa State Fair queen is Hannah Kellner. She is from Haska County, and Paul Yeager had a visit with her right before the parade.
Hannah, what is the best part of being the Iowa State Fair queen?
You know, I get that question asked a lot, and I have to tell you, it's the people of Iowa. Traveling across the state, I've made it to over 35 different county fairs over my last 2 years of being State Fair Queen, and it's just honestly seeing the people. It's what makes Iowa.
Now, the fair itself is really busy for you as a queen. Did you have to squeeze in extra events because now that you're the longest serving queen?
Yeah, kinda. Last year kind of messed up the schedule with a lot of cancellations, but I've had a lot of great opportunities over the past 2 years, adding and removing some different things.
Little girls all over the state are looking up to you. They're always, oh, Hannah, wonderful. What do you give them a message? What is something you want to tell them?
Yeah, I would just tell them to go for it, that anything is possible. If you go for it, you work for it, and dream for it, I guess.
All right, Hannah, thank you.
Yeah, of course. I look forward to seeing you at the fair.
Beautiful young lady.
We've got another marching band coming, which is my favorite part of the parade. Have I already said that it's my favorite part of the parade?
No, but you just did.
I did. I love to see the marching bands, and I love the Icicerettes. We'll see them later on, but it's just so great to see these groups of young people.
Waverly, Shell Rock. Man,
The Go Hawk Marching Band.
this is a band. These folks don't mess around. I love, you know, musicians, even in high school, they got the sunglasses. I mean, they're just cool. They just, I was standing behind the door when they handed out the cool card, because look at this, it's just beautiful.
They don't have to march in their uniforms. Back when I was in the Iowa State Fair Parade in high school, we had to march in our uniforms.
Oh.
And they always said, don't lock your knees, you'll faint. So I'm really glad they're letting kids wear shorts and t-shirts.
On an evening like this?
Yep, you're much less likely to faint.
Yes. The Des Moines Women's Club. I just said Des Moines.
Well, you haven't lived here very long, Bill,
yeah,
so.
No, just 63 years.
New to you.
Yeah.
You can say it that way. It's okay if you say it, right?
Looks
just like we can say Iowa instead of Iowa.
Yes.
Because we're Iowans.
Yeah, exactly.
It's our prerogative. There's the Iowa Motion Picture Association. Some good friends waving to us.
Doing great things for the state of Iowa.
And filming as they go. So I'm sure we'll see that.
We were on, we'll probably make the credits, won't we?
I hope we looked good.
I'm a little shiny.
Some State Center Rose royalty.
Wonderful.
Rose Princess Taylor Whitcup and Ari Duncan. 2 Rose Princesses for the price of 1 here. All right, and we've got Little Miss Rosebud and the 2021 Rose Queen. So Emerson Ferris and Kaylin Polly. It's probably a more collegial thing to be a queen or a princess for a lot of places this year, where you have a companion who was selected last year.
Good.
Yeah, it's probably a lot of fun.
Yeah, you just figured it all out there. DMI Dance Force coming down Grand Avenue.
That's right.
Look at these shirts, Charity.
Bright, and wait till we see all the brightness that's coming behind that semi.
Yeah, they're about ready to come into the sunshine, and it's gonna go pop. Goodness, look at the size of this entry. This is a huge float, flatbed.
And a lot of dancers.
Good.
All right.
They've got their own DJ on board.
Love it. Dancers of all ages out there. I love to see that too. That's really wonderful.
Here come our county fair queens. Each year, young women across the state come together in a showcase of leadership, citizenship, and pageantry to vie for one coveted crown. You won't want to miss the Iowa State Fair crowning and its new queen. Live stream the coronation with us Saturday night at 7 on YouTube, Facebook, or iowapbs.org/fair.
So many ways to watch. Even if you can't make it to the fair this year, there are lots and lots of ways to enjoy it, for sure. Now, I'm glad I'm not dressed like a lion right now.
Yeah.
The Lions Clubs of Iowa.
Maybe he's got a little, like, air conditioning unit built in there.
I hope so. Furthering their mission to create and foster a spirit of understanding among the peoples of the world. And to wear a Big lion costume in the middle of summer.
I bet they drew straws for who
You
had to
think
wear
so?
that.
Now, the centennial celebration of the 19th Amendment was impacted deeply by the pandemic.
Yes.
So I do think we need to continue to celebrate
Yes,
the
I agree.
19th Amendment. We've got a replica suffrage wagon, 100 year plus, so 101 years after the ratification of the 19th Amendment, which granted many, but not all women the right to vote.
I love that they were pulling that with a John Deere
Yeah, that's great.
little four-wheeler.
That is great. Love to see the women out wearing white for suffrage.
Yep.
And then more marching.
So here comes the East High Marching Scarlets, East High, Des Moines, Iowa. And they have one of the largest endowments in the state. It's an amazing high school.
That's wonderful.
Super pride, and just super amount of pride, I should say.
We've got Miss United States Agriculture here. In 2014, this organization was started to encourage women in agriculture to teach and enhance the American agricultural story. Ever since they started, the program has spread to all of the United States, covering all ages, starting conversations about agriculture.
So important. Keep that rolling. T-box landscape. Hardscaping as well.
You ever get a little tiara envy during the fair?
I actually have a collection.
Good,
Yeah.
good. It would be wrong if
It
you
is.
didn't. Don't you think?
Yeah. I get in a lot of trouble for that stuff.
Santa Fe Variedades. People on this float are wearing traditional Latin clothes made by artisans in All kinds of things.
Pickles.
Of course, there's food judging all throughout the fair.
Yeah, pickles and pies and everything else you can think of.
Yeah.
You're just raring to go, aren't you?
Yeah. Oh yeah. I'm ready. You know, I haven't been invited yet to judge jams and jellies, or maybe the cinnamon rolls.
You're not trying to guilt somebody into giving you.
No, not at all.
Not at all.
Now, Mindy Williamson is the marketing director for the Iowa State Fair this year, and Paul Yeager spoke with her earlier today.
All right, Mindy, hard to believe. You've had an extra year to prepare. Does that put more pressure on you?
You know, you would have thought we would be like extra prepared, but instead we're like, wow, what did we do in 2019? It's like dusting it off, and we're a little out of practice, but we are oh so excited to kick off this 2021 Iowa State Fair. You know, our job is to put on a fair, and last year we couldn't do our job, so we have been waiting and waiting these 14 months to get this rolling, and we are so excited.
So that means you've had time to find the newest, greatest thing. So what is the newest, greatest thing we're going to see this year?
Well, people get really worried and really concerned with the food. So our concessionaires did not disappoint. We have the most ever this year. We have 63 new foods. So you could spend your entire 11 days of the Iowa State Fair trying a new food or 2 or 5 throughout the fair. Those are new. Then we have new locations, like our tractor pull area is back after a 4-year hiatus. We have a community garden that is brand new, which shows you fruits, vegetables, and then our Iowa crops. The 4-H building was renovated, and then we got to show it to no one last year. So that's open this year. And then our Barksdale State Fair cookie building makes 34,000 cookies an hour, and we are opening that up for the 2021 fair.
And we'll see at the new fair slide position as well.
Yeah, so the giant slide is the same slide structure. It's celebrating 50 years this year, and we moved it to a new opener spot so that you can see your kids, your grandparents, see your family go down the slide, and it's way more comfortable for buying those tickets and going up all those steps.
All right, have fun this week. Thanks, Mindy.
Thank you so much.
I can't believe they moved the slide, Bill. I can't wait to see.
Yeah.
You've already been out at the fairgrounds taking a look around. I'm not going till tomorrow.
It's not far from where the old spot, and it's a great improvement. So.
Well, and it's very, very tall. So even if you go to the old spot, you'll be able to see it, right?
That's correct. Absolutely. Hey, Becky Nalavanko's Dance and Tumbling Studio again in the parade. Always a great entry. Great energy, choreography unmatched, tremendous gymnastics, tumbling.
Yeah, well, and one of the ways to avoid getting your hands dirty when you're doing gymnastics on the parade route is just not to use your hands.
Yeah.
So when you do your cartwheel, Bill, think about doing an aerial, okay, just because you don't want to get road stuff on you, especially if you're following the horses.
And if I have my tiara on,
right,
then I can hold on to it when I'm upside down.
Pin it.
Okay.
You know, they brought the tractor pull back. I wonder if they'll bring back those big locomotive crashes that you get to watch the video of at the museum. Maybe next year.
That'd be fun.
I'm going to make some suggestions. One of my favorite parts of the Iowa State Fair is, of course, that the fair showcases the incredible talent of young Iowans. If the qualifying shows this year were any indicator, Bill, tell me what's coming.
We've got a tremendous lineup. We were a little concerned that we were going to be way down on numbers, and it's just fun. Man, we are going to put on a heck of a talent show. So make sure you join us. We're on stage every day at noon, except for the championship, which is Sunday, August 22nd. And you can watch that 8 p.m. right here on Iowa PBS. So make sure you join in.
You know, that's one of the things that I love about Iowa PBS is that you can't see everything when you go to the fair. Some people try, but you can't pack it all in. So watching the highlights is really a fantastic way.
Our producers, videographers, editors, they're all working right now putting the highlight show together. And we are going to cover all the nooks and crannies for you. So make sure you tune in to the highlight program on Iowa PBS. Crest services just went by.
We are going to take a short break here, but we'll be back more with More coverage of the Iowa State Fair on Iowa PBS.
Visit Iowa PBS at the State Fair to get a sneak peek of new programs and projects that celebrate Iowa and feature some amazing stories. Plus, you can stay cool at the fair and show off your love for Iowa PBS with our free fan giveaway. New name, same Fairgrounds location. Find us in the Varied Industries building. We can't wait to see you at the fair.
I'm Charity Nebbe. Join us for some fresh and flavorful dishes on our farewell season of Iowa ingredients.
And then we harvest them, mid-June through the first light frost. I'm just gonna take the skin off.
The bok choy has a little bit of a bite to it. Brand new episodes coming your way in September on Iowa PBS.
And
you are watching the Iowa State Fair Parade
and
live.
my favorite part, I love old VWs. Just am crazy about them.
You have so many favorites, but these are awesome.
Yeah, these
Look
are
at those flames.
Yep, so fun.
And also, again, you think about how long these cars have been running and the amount of work that goes into restoring them and making sure they can keep running. They're so fun to see.
There's a dune buggy.
Now, when you are out at the fair, please make sure to stop by the Iowa PBS booth in the Varied Industries building. You can walk through our display for highlights from local programs like Market to Market and Iowa Ingredient. You can see a little sneak peek of what's coming in the coming months and, of course, enjoy a little bit of air conditioning while you do it.
Yep.
And now, if you don't have air conditioning, you can also get one of our free fans. And these are keeping us cool here at the fair
really
parade
slick.
right now. They are pretty neat. They are pretty neat. And they should, I think they'll hold up a little better than some of those cardboard.
Yeah, this is like the modern.
Yeah, a new innovation.
The modern fan.
All right, dune buggies now. Well, these look like a whole lot of fun.
Iowa PBS is bringing you more ways to get involved with our Iowa State Fair coverage. Like us on Facebook for live coverage of the action and follow us on Twitter for up-to-the-minute updates. We're also on Instagram and Snapchat, giving you a behind-the-scenes look at some extra fair fun. Join in the conversation with hashtag Iowa PBS Fair.
Need some dunes for those dune buggies, but downtown Des Moines will have to do.
Yeah, I was hoping they would have the Thing. Remember that? That was a Volkswagen.
I don't remember that.
Yeah, see, you're just not. You're
I'm
not.
not quite old enough. Is that what you're trying to tell me?
Ooh.
We've got the Corn Patch Clowns.
Good crack. I love that.
Oh.
Young Marine Corps League is coming up here after our Corn Patch Clown. Look at the bubble machine he's got. I want one of those.
I bet your dream could come true, Bill.
Charlene's Dance Studio, I should say, is up next from Des Moines. Another great dance troupe.
Out there having fun.
Getting the young'uns involved.
So we were talking about history just a moment ago, Bill, and I am excited. I'm waiting for 2054.
I know what you're talking about. I actually looked at that today.
Yeah.
The time capsule.
So there's a time capsule. There are two of them, right?
Yeah.
Located east and west of the Ann and Bill Riley stage.
Yeah, and I was just stumbling along and I stopped. I'm like, wow, that's going to be a long wait.
Well, I've already marked it on my calendar. So 2054, you can see the time capsule that was buried to celebrate the fair's 100th birthday back in 1954. It's going to be opened in 2054. And then the next one was buried in 1986 to commemorate the 100th birthday of the fair at its current location. And I probably won't be around when that one's opened up in 2086.
Well, you never know.
We'll see. I can make a bet.
Farm Rescue's mission is to help farmers and ranchers who have experienced major illnesses, injury, natural disaster, whatever it might be, providing necessary equipment and volunteer workforce to plant hay or harvest their crop. What a great effort that is.
Yeah, that's a terrific, terrific thing.
Yeah.
You know, of course, neighbors have been helping neighbors do that for forever, but it's fun to have a coordinated effort to
Yes.
really help people out, because the crisis that can be created when somebody can't harvest their crop.
And Charity, before we came on our program tonight, Scotty, our videographer, one of our videographers, reminded us that the derecho was a year ago right now.
Yeah.
So, I mean, it's amazing the damage that can happen, and that's a great support group.
Yeah, absolutely. And, you know, thank goodness for crop insurance, but
Yes.
there are some crises that crop
can't-
insurance doesn't cover.
That's right.
We've got Nuestra Danza Sin Fronteras here. Some beautiful, beautiful costumes. Look at these colors.
Wow.
These beautiful dancers.
Just lovely.
Oh, I love those skirts. That's really, really wonderful. And the music. I love it all.
And speaking of music, there's a salsa. I think it's the first Sunday night at the fair. So, folks, keep your schedules open if you're a fan of Latino and salsa music.
Time to get out. Well, I
at
think
the
it's
Anna
time
Bill
to get
Riley
out there
stage.
and do some salsa dancing, even if you can't do it. It's
Yeah.
the fair. You know,
I love that type
nobody's
of music.
judging.
Yeah.
Just get moving.
Yeah. You see me get moving, though. That'll clear the house.
Oh, that's just beautiful.
Yeah, so fun. So traditional, too.
Yeah.
It just...
What I wouldn't have given for a skirt like that when I was little, I just left it twirl.
The green one with the purple top?
Oh, that one was the one you liked,
You'd
right?
look good in that.
Yeah, thanks,
Yeah,
Bill.
yeah.
Thanks. That's a little bit of payback for
That's
earlier,
all. Yeah,
huh?
it is.
Turnabout is fair play.
So Celebrate Recovery Iowa, Lutheran Church of Hope, tremendous Lutheran church in the Des Moines area, helping so many people on so many levels. So glad they're here with us in the parade. And this darn virus has affected so many people in so many different ways. It's so nice to have the churches helping and reaching out and taking care of its citizens, because you may not feel that it's affected you, but man, I'll tell you what, it's wreaked havoc on a lot of people. So thank you to Lutheran Church of Hope.
Oh, I love this. Now we've got a Girl Scout troop coming our way. And Girl Scout troop 30078, they started in 2019 to encourage more involvement of brown and black girls in the program. And it is wonderful to see this beautifully diverse Girl Scout troop waving at us as they go past. Love to see it.
The lessons are all the same.
Well, it's
Wonderful.
so many adventures to
Yep.
be had. That's
Yeah.
exciting.
Wonderful.
We have a model of a missile submarine coming here, the Placoderm Submarine Veterans. We know you love watching the fair on Iowa PBS, and we know that some of you spend so much time at the fairgrounds that you miss our nightly coverage. You can watch all the fair fun anywhere, anytime. Check out iowapbs.org/fair, Iowa PBS's Facebook page, and our YouTube channel, and the PBS video app on all of your smart devices. How many smart devices do you have, Bill? A whole lot of them, right?
They're all smarter than I am.
You can also tell your out-of-state friends and family that they don't have to miss the Iowa State Fair. The 2021 Iowa State Fair, anywhere, anytime, only with statewide Iowa PBS. Here we go, the submarine veterans.
This makes it official for me when the submarine goes by. That's the official start of the state fair for me. Iowa submarine veterans, all joking aside. Wonderful
Yes.
entry into our parade every year. And the placoderm U.S. submarine. Well, I don't know if you're a fan of rodeo, but man, if you're in the Dayton area.
Well, I lived in Dayton.
Did
when
you
I was
really?
Very
Well, you
little.
know all about this.
Well, I was awfully little. We lived at Dayton Oaks Camp, just outside of Dayton, for a few years of my very early life. So yes, I know about the Dayton Rodeo.
Those folks are serious about rodeoing.
And impressive hats.
Yeah. Cindy Axney coming through. Iowa Democratic Party.
So, you know, it'll be interesting to see how many people go out to the fair this year. Of course, there's all that pent-up demand.
Yeah, right.
And we're still expecting more than 1 million visitors to come to the Iowa State Fair. And they're all going to eat pork chops, right?
Yeah, or something on a stick, I'm sure.
Right. Riddle me this one.
Yep.
How many pork chops do you think that the Iowa pork producers sell during the Iowa State Fair?
All together?
Or daily? How
daily,
much daily? Yeah.
I would say 50,000.
5,000 to 6,000 chops daily.
I like pork chops.
Yeah,
I'm sorry,
yeah,
I got
you
to look.
get a little. So 10 for you. And
One for you.
you gotta pace yourself. Pace yourself. It will be really interesting. So many new foods at the fair this year. I think more than ever. It's going to be exciting to see what people get excited about. Everybody loves to taste those new foods.
It's going to be fun. We're going to take a short break, but don't go away. We're going to be right back.
Iowa PBS is bringing you more ways to get involved in our Iowa State Fair coverage. Find us on Facebook and YouTube for live coverage of the Fair Parade and Queen Coronation. Follow us across social media for daily questions, quizzes, and more ways to engage. And visit iowapbs.org/fair to watch highlights of 50 years of fair shows. Join us online for State Fair fun.
And
you are watching the Iowa State Fair Parade live on Iowa PBS.
And Dance Avenue.
Yeah, I'm Charity Nebbe here along with Bill Riley. Here along with you, of course, enjoying this fair.
Kicking off the Iowa State Fair for 2021. The official start is always the great Iowa State Fair Parade. We thank you for joining us on Iowa PBS. And it's so exciting, Charity. You've mentioned some, all the on Facebook and it's streaming, and I'm old. I don't get all of it, but all I know is I've got friends all over the country, and I sent them a text. I said, tune in. So
nice.
Hello to everyone in Iowa and across the country.
One of the things that boggles my mind, of course, I mean, the fair is just so big. I always like to look and see how many steps I get when I spend the whole day traipsing around the fairgrounds.
I bet it's a few.
Tens of thousands of steps, just climbing the big hill, all of that. And, there, of course, are people working everywhere. So many volunteers and so many employees. There are only about 60 people employed year-round by the Iowa State Fair, but 1,600 employees during the fair itself.
It's a small city.
Yeah. Well, and workers hired independently by exhibitors and concessionaires, that's another 1,000. And then you add in all the volunteers. So many people out there making it happen.
It truly is a group effort on a monumental level. We just enjoyed the National American Miss Queens. Wonderful entry. into our parade. Water patrol going by. Looks like they caught a fish on the way in.
Yep.
You know it's humid if there's a fish in the parade.
I feel like I could swim right now.
Yeah, it's a little steamy.
Now there are some updates to the fairgrounds this year, which I'm really excited to see. I haven't been out there yet, heading out there tomorrow. But of course, the Blue Ribbon Foundation has been working really hard since 1993 to preserve the historic buildings on the fairgrounds.
Yes.
And they've raised more than $110 million over time to take care of those buildings and bring them up to date, but also make sure that that history is preserved
And maintained for future generations. My good friend Peter County at the helm of the Blue Ribbon Foundation doing a heck of a job.
Get yourself a fair square, I say.
That's right.
Now, if you can't make it to the fair, we have you covered. For the 50th year, Iowa PBS is showcasing the best of the Iowa State Fair. Tune in each night next week, Monday through Saturday at 9 or 10 to see the fair like you won't see it anywhere else, right here on Iowa PBS. And of course, working hard already to put some of those highlights together. The team gets out there and we talk to people, and apparently I'm riding a lot of rides this year is what I've learned. So you can see me get sick on Iowa PBS coming up.
Better you than me.
Oh, it'll be fun. I'm sure it'll be a whole lot of fun to get out there.
I get a little wheezy on a step ladder.
Well, maybe that's probably a ride that they'll have for you.
We're going to take another short break. I hope you're enjoying our coverage of the Iowa State Fair Parade. We'll be right back with you on Iowa PBS.
Together in a showcase of leadership, citizenship, and pageantry to vie for one coveted crown. Watch as the Iowa State Fair crowns its new queen. Live stream the coronation with us on YouTube, Facebook, or iowapbs.org/fair. Saturday evening at 7.
You are watching the Iowa State Fair Parade live on Iowa PBS. Charity Nebby here with Bill Riley.
That was a big 57 Chevy that went by.
Foster Limo has some stretched vehicles here for us. That's a whole lot of fun to see.
Man, oh, look at the length of that.
And Bill, this is a pretty special fair for you.
Yes, it is. It's going to be my last year at the helm as MC at the Iowa State Fair, and we've got some details in the works. Can't really get too far into the details yet, but I can assure everyone that my staff and the talented folks at the Iowa State Fair are working very hard to make sure that the tradition that we know and love continues well into the future. So I'm very, very excited about the future.
That's great. Well, you have just been such a wonderful part of the fair and of the talent show for so long. We will miss you so much, although you're still going to be part of Iowa PBS Fair coverage.
I told
right?
Tanya Cook, I talked PBS into letting me do the highlight show, and I talked to Tanya Cook, Director of Special Events. I said, I'm going to bring my own push broom out there next year, so I'll be cleaning and behind the scenes.
Well, it's going to be hard to say goodbye, but wow, it's been such a beautiful part of your life.
It has, and one that I never dreamed I'd be part of.
Yeah.
But time for a turn of the page. New energy. It's going to be fun.
Yeah. Well, in the fair, I mean, that's the thing with an institution with this long a history. You have to be prepared for new innovations and new ideas and new people to get involved. Hopefully there's always a next generation coming.
Well, and I always joke with Heather Torpy, my vice president. She actually runs the talent show. I'm just the talking head. The show is nowhere near what Dad started, obviously, 62 years ago, but he would be shocked at what we've got going now. It's just much bigger. It's more involved, and we touch almost every county in the state. So
well,
yeah,
I think
exciting.
People may not know how the people who are in these county competitions know, but Bill, you go everywhere. You're all over the place. This is a huge undertaking every year.
When I started traveling the state in 2008, I literally jumped in my old car, and I didn't know if I was going to love it or hate it, and I loved every minute of it. And that's where the rubber hits the road for me. It's those wonderful fairs and festivals. The pride on those county fairgrounds is something to behold. And I don't care if it's a humble, small fair or a great, big, roaring one. They're all the same. They all have pride, and it's Iowa, pure Iowa. It's a wonderful thing. I'm a lucky guy.
Well, we've been lucky to share it with you.
Thank you. I appreciate that a lot.
We've got some classy chassis out there with the Shrine Club.
Yeah, the Gazing Shriners, the great work that they do.
And you can't have a parade without Shriners,
No,
I don't think.
It's in the rule book.
For sure.
Great shot of the crowd. And again, Charity, I know we've talked about this, but you can just tell folks are ready to get back in the saddle, get back and have some fun. We were talking about the Blue Ribbon Foundation earlier, and they do it's called the Corn Dog Kickoff. It's their big fundraiser in July. They had a record turnout and raised an amazing amount of money. And I MC that, and it was that'll be my last year MCing that. But oh my goodness, it was so great, the excitement, all the smiles, everybody's ready to go. And of course, here we are at the kickoff of the 2021 Iowa State Fair, watching the parade, and I love this shot.
Yeah, it is wonderful.
Andy
wonderful
Coyle.
to see. And you can see all the people all the way down the street out there having fun.
Yeah.
Now, here's a fun fact for you, Bill. So, if you unrolled all of the toilet tissue stockpiled for the fair, how many miles do you think that would stretch?
Oh my, I wouldn't.
You wouldn't think about it, would you?
Wouldn't have a clue. It's got to be in the thousands.
It is 1,818 miles. So that's 5 trips to Chicago from Des Moines in toilet paper.
Yeah.
Toilet paper alone.
Remember when?
Excited clown
Remember
there.
when you couldn't get toilet paper?
I do.
Mm-hmm.
I do. Is that why we had to cancel the fair last year?
We'd have been in a world of hurt, I'll tell you that.
It would have been difficult.
Yeah.
Of course, the fair was canceled to keep people safe. And at this year's fair, there are all kinds of safety precautions being taken. And
Yes.
do take precautions yourself if
Yes.
you're going to the fair. Be careful. Be safe.
Yes.
There's plenty of hand sanitizer to go around. And just take the precautions that we all know protect ourselves and each other.
I mentioned Heather Torpy, my right-hand gal, as I call her. We're taking extra precautions for our talent show performers. So it's a very important thing. Everybody stay happy and healthy. That's the theme. We're going to take a short break again, but we'll be right back with more fun from the State Fair Parade.
Hi, I'm Bill Riley. One of the most entertaining traditions at the Iowa State Fair is the Talent Championships. Iowa PBS will be there again this year to cover the magic, excitement, and fantastic talents of young Iowans from across our state. Prepare to be impressed. Tune in Sunday, August 22nd at 8 p.m. for the Bill Riley Talent Championships, only on statewide Iowa PBS.
And impressed you will. I guarantee you we're going to have a great run at the old Ann and Bill Riley stage. Pedal power.
Nice.
I'm a cyclist. I love riding my bicycle. I'm not very good at it. Slow.
Hey, it's not a race.
Slow and steady wins the race, right? But, you know, this is so great. It's and the technology, you can see these. I mean, these are, you know, it's easy to get $500, $600, $700 in a bike, if not thousands.
Right. Well, and this is actually Keep Iowa Beautiful. We said pedal power. We were mistaken, but it's still great to see them out there. Sorry about that.
So they clean as they pedal? Is that the...
Well,
what good concept.
yeah, if you're pedaling instead of driving, Bill, there's an argument to be made. You know, I love to go to the Elwell Food Pavilion at the Iowa State Fair. And I am a sucker for the Iowa State Fair cookbook. That's been being published since 1983 to date. We've got, 20 editions have been printed. A new cookbook published every other year. And it's just such a treasure trove of incredible recipes. In fact, I raid my stash of these cookbooks, Bill, and I give them to newcomers to Iowa who come into my life.
I bet you have cookbooks.
Oh, yeah, I got a lot.
You've forgotten about all the cookbooks.
So here come our county fair queens. Each year, young women from across the state come together in a showcase of leadership, citizenship, and pageantry to vie for one coveted crown. You won't want to miss the Iowa State Fair crowning its new queen. And of course, our last queen has been reigning for 2 years.
Yep, Hannah Kellner.
Live stream the coronation with us Saturday night at 7 on YouTube, Facebook, or iowapbs.org/fair.
We're sure enjoying this parade, and thank you for tuning in. Charity and I are good friends. We love the fair, as you can tell, but this is really fun for us.
It is.
It's fun for us to get together, and it's fun for us to kick off the great Iowa State Fair with a parade.
It is, and even if you're retiring from the talent show, you're going to come do this with me, right?
I will
I'm
be
going to get
here
that on paper.
with bells on my feet. Exactly. You bring the cookbooks, and
All right.
I will be here.
Should have brought cookies. That's what I should have done next time.
All
Maybe
right.
a bucket of cookies.
There you go. I like that.
That's everybody has their own traditions at the fair. It's so fun to talk to families about some of the things that they do every year. I got a chance a couple of years ago to sit down with families and groups that always do the scavenger hunt.
Yes.
And that is wild.
Yeah.
It's such a huge undertaking. They spend all day at the fair trying to complete this list of the scavenger hunt items. It gets very, very competitive. And these families have worked to hone their skills with their fair knowledge. It's impressive.
They get a little serious about the skill.
Yeah, I would say they get really serious. They divide up the list. They've got their specialists in different departments and send them out to see what they can do. That would be a really fun way to experience the fair. Even I doubt you could be competitive doing it for the first year, although, you know, that challenge has been put down.
Here comes pedal power.
Here comes pedal power. We were just early.
Yeah. Nice. Taxi
Go out
cab.
there and get a ride.
He's going to earn his money on a night like this.
For sure. The Des Moines Public Library following fast behind them. Thank goodness for public libraries. And of course, they've been working so hard during the pandemic to safely
imagine the pressure on that.
Reach out to communities and make sure that kids have access to books, and people who need to depend on that access for computers and Wi-Fi and all of that. Such important services provided by public libraries. And of course, I'm a book person, but there's so much more than books. So much more. Oh, here's yours.
Yeah.
We're ready with the Camaros.
Here we go.
Bill.
It's going to get
You've
loud.
been waiting for this one.
Loud and proud.
The Iowa Camaro enthusiasts. I feel like they're multiplying. This looks like more than ever. Oh, it's so fun to see them.
Yeah, there's some old ones in there. Late 60s.
Is this how you'll be spending your retirement?
No, I guarantee you. I'll be on my bicycle.
All right.
Yeah. It's quiet and peaceful. And it's not real expensive when it breaks like these things. Look at these cars are beautiful though.
They are beautiful. And again, so many of them, especially the classic ones that we've seen go by, so much time, attention, detail, and work. And I know there's a real community that grows up around.
I know you're going to be covering the decorated cakes competition at the fair this year. Are you baking? Are you a aficionado, or are you just good at tasting?
I'm best at tasting, but I do love to bake. And actually, the secret is that in my household, my husband does the majority of the cooking, Bill.
Oh, good.
Which I know that
I love to cook.
people wouldn't guess, but I do the baking. That's my thing.
Good team.
Yep.
One of my favorite parts of the Iowa State Fair is showcasing that incredible talent of the young Iowans. And if the qualifying shows are any indication of the level of this year's competition, you definitely don't want to miss the championships. If you can't make it to the Bill Riley stage that final Sunday of the fair, you can watch the 2021 Iowa State Fair Talent Championships on Sunday, August 22nd at 8 p.m. right here on Iowa PBS. Don't miss it.
Wow. We've got some powerful horns out here right now.
Yeah, I was, they caught me off guard there. I want to commend our videographers, getting some wonderful shots of the parade and the crowd, the youngsters enjoying all the festivities. True Iowans, they're out here celebrating. Hot, steamy day. But like you said, it's state fair weather.
It is. It is state fair weather. It is absolutely the right. This puts me in the mood. So of course the butter cow is back this year, of course, after taking a year off in the refrigerator and the cooler. You know, a lot of that butter is recycled.
Yep.
They're honking just for us, Bill. And there's a cool new addition to the butter cow.
There is.
This year.
Yep.
Yes. Normally the butter cow stands alone, but this year there'll be somebody leading the cow in the image of Joe Lyon. Now, Joe Lyon was Duffy Lyon's husband, and of course Duffy Lyon was
the original.
The original, and he passed away in January at the age of 92. So this is a lovely honor.
Wonderful way to honor him.
Seeing that.
Yeah.
It also means that the line for the butter cow will probably be even longer.
Yep.
But, you know, you eat your egg and you stand in the line.
I'm always amazed at the line for the hard-boiled eggs.
It's free, Bill.
Yeah, but I love hard-boiled eggs,
they're great.
too.
They're great. And then all those sprinkles you can put on them.
Oh, I know it.
But I think even people who don't like hard-boiled eggs eat the hard-boiled egg at the fair because it's free. That's my theory.
Well, that's a good point.
I love a free sample. I can't pass one up.
But that's a good, healthy protein.
It is.
You know,
It is.
It's not like
it
cotton
is.
candy.
And plus, if you eat the hard-boiled egg, then you can go have the atomic strawberry shortcake and just no guilt whatsoever, right?
Diet Coke, Snicker bar. Gotcha.
Exactly. It's all about balance.
That's why you and I get along so well. You have a fine mind. That's what my dad would say. Watching the Iowa Mother of the Year. That's a new entry, I think.
It's quite an honor.
American Mothers Association. She's in there somewhere.
All the balloons
Yeah.
and all of that. Yep.
Well, we got some, looks like some racing cars coming by here soon. Smith Racing. Cody Smith. Speaking of, there he is. The magic of television.
I was talking earlier about how, you know, you can get a real workout at the Iowa State Fair. Wow. There's an engine.
And lose your hearing. Yes, you can.
So, 445 acres.
Yeah, of a park-like setting. That's the. I've been to some other fairs, and they're all unique, and they all have their special ways. But the Iowa State Fair, when people walk, if they're not from Iowa and they've never been to this fair, they're shocked with the trees, the landscaping. I mean, it's a park. It's just. Then you throw in the food, the entertainment, and the free entertainment is what always just. I mean, people, they need to watch those free stages because they're loaded up this year.
Oh, wow.
Nadas are going to be
always
back.
Great. Oh, the Nadas are going to, that's fantastic.
And Bob Dorr, I think Bob Dorr's going to do a...
Bob Dorr is the worst at retiring ever. But that makes me really happy because I'll go watch Bob Dorr perform anytime.
Yeah, he'll take you to church, man. That guy can sing the blues.
You know, a few years ago, I ran the State Fair 5K, which I think has been retired. I'm not sure about that. But it was so fun because, you know, I've been to the fairgrounds so many times, but I had never been to the campgrounds. And so the 5K, which it was a hilly one, by the way, we ran through the campgrounds, but that was so much fun.
I bet
to
that
see.
Was a whole different, because if the trailers aren't there, that's more of the park.
Well, it was really a joy to see that part of it. And of course, the fairgrounds are a real part of culture.
We're going to take a quick break as we're looking at the Iowa Jeep Club. We'll be right back with our coverage of the Iowa State Fair Parade.
Hello, I'm Bill Riley. For 5 decades, Iowa PBS has brought you in-depth coverage of the great Iowa State Fair. Entertainment, competitions, livestock, food, and fun. We bring the magic of the State Fair right into your living room with a full hour of highlights. See the fair like you won't see it anywhere else, only on statewide Iowa PBS, beginning Monday at 9 and 10 p.m.
And we're back with more of the Jeep Club. They got a lot of Jeeps in the Jeep Club. Jeepers. Sorry, I had to.
Nice.
I had to.
Little dad joke there.
Yeah, exactly. How fun. These kids
look
out.
like they're having a good time.
They're having a good time. Yeah, the State Fair is, I've often wondered why they don't do a bicycle race. You know, I'm a bike nut. They're called criteriums. They're like a closed circuit course, and they're extremely exciting to watch.
Yes.
But
maybe this is your retirement career.
It could be.
This is the next thing, the Bill Riley Jr. Criterion at the Iowa State Fairgrounds.
And the fairground is perfect for it.
Nice.
Hills, straightaways. Yeah, it'd be perfect.
Well, that would be a whole lot of fun.
Food.
That would be a whole lot of fun.
Well,
if there's not food there all the time, I think that's a myth,
really?
Bill. People believe those stands are up all year round.
Charity,
but, just for the duration of the fair.
That's kind of like Santa.
I tell you what, though, the first year that I went,
now you're going to tell me there isn't a Santa Claus.
No, I'm never going to tell you that. But when I went to the fair early and realized that some of the vendors open up early, I'm like, oh, people have been cheating. You've been getting all this great food early.
I know. I saw that happening today. That's funny. When you're out at the fair, make sure you stop by our booth, the Iowa PBS booth in the Varied Industries building. It's air conditioned. You can come in and take a break and walk through our display for highlights from local program favorites like Market to Market and Iowa Ingredient, and a sneak peek at what's coming up soon after enjoying all of that air conditioning. You can stay cool at the fair and show off your Iowa PBS fandom with our free fan giveaways. We hope to see you there.
You can make sure that your child can get all the temporary tattoos they can wear right before you send them back to school.
Yeah, exactly.
My kids would always, they'd get all those tattoos and then spend the whole day out in the sun, and then they'd have, when we got the tattoos off, they'd have little tan lines from all of the tattoos.
Yeah, funny.
Just a memento you can cherish for a few weeks.
The gift that keeps on giving. Well, we hope you're enjoying our coverage. We're sure enjoying bringing it to you. Isn't this fun, Charity?
It is. It's a whole lot of fun.
It's just the start of the fair, man. It's great fun.
Nice to sit here almost in the shade.
Yeah. Yes, and there's a little breeze blowing.
It's only 120 degrees here in the shade. But no, it is a beautiful night.
Yeah.
And I was a little worried there might be rain when I was looking at the forecast earlier this week. But this is true state fair weather. And the forecast for the fair looks beautiful.
It does.
Really hot for a couple of days, and then it's going to cool down a little bit, and that's wonderful.
It's going to be a really good first week, and then hopefully it rolls right into the second week. 11 days of fun. It's not 10. A lot of people think it's 10 days. It's an 11-day event, and the biggest event in the state of Iowa. So, man, if you can join us, come on out to the fair. If you can't, you make sure you tune in to our highlight program. Iowa PBS covers for 6 nights, 1-hour coverage, and again, we are putting together the highlights as we speak. Editors, videographers, producers, they're on the fairgrounds right now as the parade is happening. They're still out there putting together the highlight show. So you make sure you tune in. It's a great way to see the fair as if you were there.
Very exciting. And hey, Bill, have you ever been carved out of butter?
No.
Your dad was.
Dad was, yes. And it was one of the shortest. He was the same year as Superman from, was it Newton or Indianola?
Norwalk.
Norwalk, yeah. So the problem they had was initially they got the heads mixed up. He was the shortest superhero ever. So,
nice.
Yeah.
Now, I love to see these horses. Escaramuza Amazonas del Bajío.
Beautiful.
Beautiful, beautiful horses.
Appaloosas.
Celebrating long tradition. Generations passing on these traditions from one to the next, and getting new young people involved as well.
And more traditional costumes. This is so important to keep the traditions, all of them, you know, whether it's the Queens or, you know, the talent show. I mean, they're right on your screen, ladies and gentlemen, is one of the most important things that we can maintain. And that is the tradition that these young people are learning about their heritage.
And look at these dancing horses, Bill.
Yeah, they're magnificent.
Beautiful animals, and so much skill that goes into training and riding.
Can you imagine the hours that go into that? And they're on pavement.
I'll bet they practice on the dirt, though.
Goodness.
Beautiful, absolutely beautiful. Love to hear the music.
You know, Charity, years past, we've had a drone with our overhead shots. I'm in on this shot. This is my favorite. It's a great
listen to those
shot.
horns. I love that I've interviewed some of the people involved in this group in the past, and I just love that they're bringing traditions from their grandparents, you know, and the old country, and they're bringing it here and sharing it with so many new young people.
Yes, that's the important thing.
Yeah. And, you know, it's just exactly what the State Fair, just what you were saying.
Yes.
It's what the State Fair is all about.
It all comes together.
All of these traditions getting
Celebrate
passed down.
Everything that makes Iowa such a magnificent place.
And I love that more and more each year it's celebrating the diversity of our state. Because we have such a beautiful and diverse state.
Agreed.
And everyone who wants to be part of the State Fair can be part of the State Fair, which I absolutely love.
True. Even the loud cars.
Even the loud cars.
Hey, we're going to take a break, but we'll be right back with more State Fair Parade fun.
Hello, I'm Bill Riley. Hey, get in the State Fair spirit with us as we look back at some of our favorite moments from past fairs. Entertainment, competitions, livestock, food, and fun. We bring the magic of the State Fair right into your living room. See the fair like you won't see it anywhere else, only on statewide Iowa PBS.
Join us for a Celebrating the Fair Marathon, Sunday at 1.
And we're back. State Fair parade coverage. Charity, I'm having the time of my life.
It's so fun to be out here, and now we're in the golden hour with the sun starting to set, and everything's just beautiful. Beautiful out here. It's fun to see. And Bill, do you have to, you're going to all these county fairs, getting ready for the state fair.
Yeah.
Do you have to gear up? Do you have like a state fair training program that you go through to get ready to get through 11 days of that much fun?
I used to really, well, the quick answer to that is no. When I start doing the county fairs and festivals, I get the cadence, I get the beat, even start wearing some crazy clothes.
Nice, nice.
But a great question,
We
though.
should do a feature on your closet.
Yeah, it's there's some crazy stuff in there.
There are probably some blazer companies you keep in business.
Well, when Steinmart went out of business, I cried for a week. I mean, that was just devastating. It was so.
Wow. Well.
But it's just great fun working with the kids. I never thought I'd be doing it, and I always say this, and I mean this sincerely. I can't dance, play, or sing, but to be around that talent is it's overwhelming, and it's a real privilege.
Well, yeah, I'm just in awe.
And I've got a
of the incredible
3-year-old.
talent.
I have a 3-year-old coming on stage this year.
Wow.
Yeah, and she's just too cute. So I don't know what day. So it's just a little teaser. You're gonna have to come to the fair every day to see the 3-year-old.
Every
I'm just
single
telling
day
you
for the
that.
next 11 days.
Yeah.
Clear your schedule. You've already cleared it, probably, right?
Yep. Stage is all set up. We're ready to go, and good sound company, and we tested the PA system today, and it's all. We were talking about how Dad would be surprised at the level of the show. It's just everything, and it's not just the talent show. It's Iowa PBS and HDTV. We were the first ones to broadcast an HD signal statewide, and I mean it just slowly but surely technology starts ramping up. It's the state fair. I mean, there's Wi-Fi all over the state fair. I mean, who thought of that?
Right.
I mean,
well,
who knew this internet thing was going to work? Huh?
I think it's going to catch on, Bill.
I do too. I do too.
We've got the Polk County Sheriff's Office here, and some beautiful, beautiful horses.
Wow. Those are beautiful.
Are they out riding those on the bike trails?
I hope not. The sheriffs do such a tremendous job for our rural communities, keeping people safe. Thank you so much for joining in our parade to the sheriffs. So, Charity, do you got any inside baseball on the new food that's got any teasers for anybody? Or?
Well, I've just been perusing the list.
Yeah.
Because I have to make a plan. I have to budget my money and my time.
And your caloric intake.
My caloric intake. This is a secret. This is a trade secret.
Okay.
I have some young assistants. So
I've heard of
when you
that.
see me eat all that food on television, I don't eat all that food.
Okay.
But I have some young, devoted friends who meet me at the fair, who come and eat what I can't eat.
With
and
high metabolism.
It's so fun. Oh my gosh, we have the best time. The best time.
I love that story. Here, kid, eat this.
Oh, that is not how we do it. That is not how we do it. Rancho El Carretero here. More beautiful horses, more beautiful traditional costumes, more amazing horns.
Flag of Iowa, American flag.
And the Mexican flag.
Flag of Mexico. There's a little salsa coming down the...
And I bet it's more comfortable under those big hats. Next year, we'll have big hats, all right, Bill?
Okay, you're on. Bring cookies.
Cookies and
Big
hats.
hats.
You got it. Oh, I love this.
Yep, this is wonderful.
Man, they're getting a workout. Almost as much of a workout as these dancing horses.
Remarkable.
Those horses are better dancers than I am. Have you had any tryout for your talent show, Bill?
I had a young lady call years ago that had a dancing goat.
Oh.
But we decided it probably wasn't a good fit. I was close though.
Yeah, I would have said yes. That's why I'm not on your team.
Yeah. Yeah.
Oh, just beautiful. Oh my goodness. Bathed in that golden light, reflected on the golden dome, and these gorgeous, gorgeous traditional costumes.
It's almost a salmon color, isn't it?
Yeah,
it's beautiful.
That's really lovely. Really lovely.
See, I'm getting ideas for sport coats here.
Yeah.
That right there, I could do a sport coat out of that.
Yep, you would look sharp in that.
I hope my wife Bridget isn't watching. Well, I hope she is watching, but I hope she covered her ears up there.
You need a talented tailor or seamstress to help you out with that, Bill.
I've got that. I just need the fabric.
Well, you can run down the street and find out where to get your hands on it.
I think the sheriff's department would turn around and it'd be all over.
Oh, I just
great shot.
Love to see the horses.
Yeah. Andrea Coyle is our director and producer. All our videographers doing a great job on this. Andy, great shot. That's just a tremendous picture. Great start to the Iowa State Fair.
And traditionally, the horses have come later in the fair. I'm so glad that they moved up a little bit.
Yep.
It's wonderful to see them and really get the opportunity to enjoy these just tremendous, magnificent animals, and they're incredibly gifted riders as well. Wonderful to see. So much color, so much fun, the sounds, the sights, and starting tomorrow, the flavors of the Iowa State Fair.
Gotta love the flavors. As you saw moments ago, this year, there are two parade, actually there were three. Joe Barksdale and Al and Nita Fincham. Paul Yeager got a chance to chit chat with them, so let's take a listen.
All right, Al and Nita, congratulations on being Grand Marshals of the parade. What was it like when you got that call?
It was amazing. I mean, it's beyond our wildest dream. We didn't think that would ever happen.
So it's you get a lot of phone calls from the fair. Did you expect this one to be different?
No, not really. I was very impressed that they would consider having us be Grand Marshal of the Iowa State Fair Parade. We're just thrilled to be here.
Now, to get you out of the campgrounds is kind of a big deal tonight. What have you enjoyed the most about the campgrounds? I heard you describe it as something like as a junior high science teacher.
Yeah, that's right. You're continually settling arguments and dealing with kids who are very nervous and want to impress the teacher, and it's just like running a junior high science class.
Tonight, when you're in the front of the parade, are you going to get the sense that, oh, there's a whole nother group of people that I never see?
Yeah, it's gonna be really weird. Our family's gonna be spread out or out there somewhere, so they're all gonna yell at us when we go by. So,
congratulations, Al and Nita. Thank you so much.
Thank you very much.
Joe, you had to wait a year. You're still going to be Grand Marshal. What's that going to mean to go down in front in this parade tonight?
Well, it's an honor for my wife and I to be selected to be the Marshal of the Iowa State Fair. We're just overwhelmed by it. Absolutely. I mean, everybody is talking to us and about what takes place on it, but we've been looking forward to this now ever since we found out that we were going to be the Grand Marshals, our co-Grand Marshals.
So when you find out that people come to the fair specifically for a bucket or a cup of cookies, what's that mean to you?
Well, again, we wound up being completely, what, honey?
It means that they like the cookies.
That's right. That means that they like the cookies, no question about that. But, you know, we started that cookie business with my wife's idea, and we started out very small 25 years ago, and the first couple of 3 years, we really gave away more cookies than we sold, because cookies is not a fair food.
You've made it, though.
We have made it, or the people of Iowa made it, because they're the ones who came and bought and began to enjoy the cookies. But to go from like zero with my wife, and every couple of years she'd say, "We're not going to do cookies this year, are we?" And I'd say, "Honey, let's try it."
Oh, I love that. I love that. And of course, cookies are an essential part of the Iowa State Fair.
Oh,
we all love the Cookie Man.
Those cookies.
Yeah, for sure. Oh, what a fantastic parade it has been. Just beautiful, beautiful, hot evening out here in Des Moines, kicking off the 2021 Iowa State Fair. Bill Riley, thank you so much. It's been a real pleasure.
It's the highlight of my year, Charity, to work with you. You know that. I'm a big fan of yours, and I listen to your radio program all the time, so it's an honor to be with you. And I want to thank everybody from Iowa PBS to kicking off this Iowa State Fair in fine fashion. 2021 Iowa State Fair officially underway.
Funding for Fair 2021 is brought to you by Friends, the Iowa PBS Foundation, and by
At EMC, we're committed to improving the communities we serve and the schools within them by donating our time, money, and resources, and by supporting the education of those pursuing a career in the insurance industry. Count on EMC.
I am Kevin Rasmussen, and I am a pig farmer. We feel a deep responsibility to protect our environment and ensure sustainability. I think it's important to share our story and that others know that we're always striving to do better.
Investing in a College Savings Iowa 529 account can give your future scholars financial support to pursue their educational dreams. They grow up fast. Learn more about planning for their tomorrow at collegesavingsiowa.com.